That was In My Life. This is Beatle fanatic Jamie from Trenton, Ontario, Canada, and I'm very happy to be doing my Fab 4 on SiriusXM's The Beatles channel. My next song choice is She Said, found on Revolver. What an amazing song. What an amazing album, groundbreaking. And this album was my Beatles Wizard of Oz moment. Everything went from black and white to color for me. As a teenager, the Beatles had released, for the first time, their entire collection in one case. It was a blue case, and I believe it was just called the Beatles Collection. It had every LP and the Past Masters albums. This was the first time I was hearing a lot of their stuff that wasn't played on the radio very regularly. And so I made a point of listening to everything from beginning to end in order. I was blown away. Once I got to Revolver, I just couldn't believe what I was hearing. And then doing research and going, okay, this was released in August 66. Then I think about it, the Beatles played their last concert at Candlestick Park on August 29, 1966. And if you look at their set list from that day, it's just their standards and Twist and Shout, and I believe She's a Woman's in there and such. But this album, Revolver, was already released. How must they have been feeling as musicians to be basically fenced in to play the songs that they were playing when in the studio they were going where nobody had gone before? So no wonder they stopped touring. They could barely be heard to begin with. They couldn't reproduce what they were doing in the studio. So as much as it's heartbreaking to know that they stopped touring, they had to grow as musicians. And the stuff they were doing was just incredible. There's so much on that album that is just absolutely groundbreaking for 1966. I was born in 71, but I've always often said that I would love to have been a Beatle fan living in the 60s and experiencing these albums as they were being released at the time. Because they were recording an album and releasing it every 6 months, plus releasing singles, then touring. But I couldn't imagine listening to them grow at such a quick pace. It was unbelievable. And this song is so well done. And the guitar work in it is so well done, and the story behind it is very interesting. They were at a party, they had been taking LSD, and Peter Fonda was there and was speaking about how he almost died once, and it was freaking them out. And John, being John, took it and ran with it and changed it up. You'd never know what it was about by hearing it and knowing the story, but he put the two together and he made a brilliant song. Here it is, She Said.